October 10th today, 10/10. Today was a rare Saturday work day, so I am more tired going to class today than I usually am, but I have to meet my quota of getting punched in the head, so I am still going. Going outside today. Lots of kicks outside today. I think I pulled something because I'm getting very old. All right, this JKD class was outside. I think this was my second outside class. I really like outside classes like I mentioned last time. After all of our stretches and normal intro stuff, we did low side kicks into back fists. The side kick was sort of defensive in nature, I feel. First we did it as a pad drill. One person had the pad and we did the low side kick and then the back fist. You could step into the kick, into your back fist. But that was the combo. Kick low and then back fist high. And then from there we did it as a partner drill where you would be standing there. And the other person would be walking around you and then they would attack with like a stomp. When they attacked, you had to turn to where it was, do your kick, and then do your back fist. And if we did it from the other side, so if they were over here and you were kicking with this hand, you were kicking with this hand, and you were kicking with this hand, we did it as a hook punch because the other person only had one pad. So we couldn't kick and back fist because then the pad would be weird. I had trouble with this. I don't know why, but I have a lot of trouble with side kicks to focus mitts. Back home, when we do side kicks, we usually do them with like big pads. So we have like a bigger pad that someone will hold like this, like on their body. And then you do the side kick to the big pad on the body. Maybe it's just because it's a bigger target, I don't know. But when the target is just like a little focus mitt held somewhere, I just have a ton of trouble hitting it. Which is what happened in this class. We were using focus mitt and I just kept whiffing the pad. I'm like all serious, like yeah, let's do this, whiff. Doesn't make me look so good. I also had a little bit of trouble with distancing on the hook punch. I would come in with the side kick, and then I'd be like side kick length, and then had to come in a little bit more for that hook punch, and I just couldn't quite get that distancing right. More hook punch problems that I have to work on, I guess. From there, we turned it into a group exercise with one person being the sort of defender in the middle and the other people around them. Each person had an attack to do. First person would come in and sort of throw a punch and hold a pad here, and you had to sort of back away from the punch and do an instep kick. Then you went to the second person and you did a roundhouse kick, and then you went to the third person and you did that combo that we've been doing. The low side kick into hook or the low side kick into back fist, depending on where they were around you. I liked this drill. It made it a little more dynamic because the people were sort of circling you, so you had to sort of pay attention to where they were at any given time. And then you had different sort of defenses that you were doing depending on the attack. One person you were attacking, one person was attacking you, and then you were going on the offensive after that. A next step that I would like to see from a similar drill would be for the people to be able to do different things. So when we did it, each person had a specific thing in a specific order. Each person did the same attack every time, and they went in the same order. I would like to see sort of like a step up from that, where maybe everyone still has the same attack, but they can go in different orders. And then from there, even higher, make it so that everyone can do any of the attacks and go in any order. So in addition to paying attention to who's coming and when, you also have to see what attack they're doing. I think that would be a cool next step for that drill if we do it again in another class. Then we finished up class with just some instep kick practice. I guess we didn't do good enough during the drill, so the instructor had us doing some more. There were, I think, 4 of us in class that day, so 3 people lined up with the pads, and we do an instep kick, step to the next person, do an instep kick, step to the next person, instep kick, and then we would go back. For some reason, I feel like my instep kicks when we were doing that drill weren't strong enough. Maybe I wasn't driving my knee up enough before the kick. So I'll have to practice that a little bit, practice pulling that knee up so that I can put more power into that kick. It's a little harder to practice instep kicks though, because if you have a heavy bag, you can practice front kicks, but you can't really practice instep kicks. You need something flat to practice them on. So a little bit harder, but I'll figure something out, I hope. One other thing that got me is I was told that I needed to throw my arm down on the instep kicks, just like how I was told I'm supposed to throw my arm down on the roundhouse kicks, but I couldn't quite figure out how. Like, I don't love throwing the arm down on the roundhouse kick. I feel like that extra increase in like, torque power or whatever isn't worth losing the extra hand to guard the head. But I understand like how to do it and how it works, but I just couldn't figure out how to throw my arm on the instep kick. It just, maybe both elbows straight down, but we were supposed to be throwing one hand, and I just couldn't figure out how to rotate with that hand and also throw the kick. If we do it again, I'll have to ask more specifically about how to do it. And fingers crossed for some more outdoor classes. I don't get to film when we do them because we're outside, but I really like them. So first we did it with a pad. One person had a pad. We did the low side kick. That's too high. You can't see the kick. And with the other leg, we switched it up for a hook kick. Hook kick. There were, I think, 4 of us in class that day, so 3 of the people